Okay, so you're a good person, and by that, I mean you generally extend common courtesies to other people. You hold the door open for someone coming in after you. You offer help if someone looks like they're struggling with something. And you say thank you if someone does these things for you. Now, what if I told you about a different type of courtesy that is arguably even more appreciated by those you might extend it to? An uncommon courtesy that usually takes little to no effort on your part, but that can make a huge difference to someone else. I like to think of these as passing courtesies. Situations where you do someone a favor in passing and then just continue on your way. The person you helped might not even know that you helped them, but you know that you doing something small made a huge difference to them. Here's an example. A few weeks ago, I was driving and I was at an intersection waiting to turn out from a side street onto a main road. But it was one of those intersections with flashing green lights and lots of passing traffic. The kind where you have to wait for a gap on both sides before you can go. Honestly, I hate this particular intersection because it's always so hard to turn out, and I'd been stuck there for a while. Anyway, at one point, some guy started crossing the street in front of me, and we made eye contact and nodded at each other. And I was kind of hoping that he'd also have to cross the main street, and that he'd press the crosswalk button to stop traffic. And as he reached the other side, he did press the crosswalk button, but he didn't stop to cross the street. He just kept on walking. And at first I was kind of confused, but then it dawned on me. He wasn't crossing the street, so he didn't push the button for himself. He pushed it for me. He pushed it to trigger a red light on the main street, which gave me a guaranteed opportunity to turn out. It was something he did in passing, and it barely took any effort on his part, but it made a huge difference for me. And I mean, I never got to thank the guy, but I'll always remember it because it was such a unique and conscious action on his part. I didn't ask him to help me. He just saw a way he could make my life easier, did it, and then went on his way without any thanks or recognition. And I feel like this was so surprising and unexpected compared to the everyday common courtesies that I'm used to. Don't get me wrong, I still appreciate those too, but those are almost expected in a way. Like, I kind of expect someone to hold the door open for me if I'm coming in right after them, and I expect someone to say thank you if I hold it open for them. Common courtesies are polite behavior that you expect of people. But I didn't expect this guy to press the button for me, and I think that's what made it special. He did something for me that wasn't expected of him, an uncommon courtesy. And here's another example of this, where I recently got to pay it forward. I live in a townhouse complex, and I was coming home the other day, and one of my neighbors, who I've never met before, had an Amazon package sitting outside their front door. This was visible from the main street, so anyone passing by could have easily seen and stole it. And obviously, that would suck for my neighbor. So as I passed by their door, I knocked on it and then just kept going. And as I was pulling up to my door, I heard them open theirs and take the package inside. And I know they appreciated me doing that, even if they didn't know it was me who did it. Since then, I've tried to be more aware of other passing courtesies that I can extend to people as well. Little deeds that don't require too much effort on my part, but can help people out big time. And when you start to think about it, there are lots. Like leaving a great Google review on a business that you had a good experience with. Having a good Google rating is incredibly important for small businesses, and opting to leave them a great review is a passing courtesy that doesn't require too much effort on your part, but is one that helps them out greatly. Or something like leaving a quick like or comment on a YouTube video that you enjoyed. It's super quick and easy to do on your part, and that helps drive the engagement up. By the way, if you were to do that right now on this video, I can tell you that that would be very much appreciated. But no pressure, of course. At the end of the day, I feel like most people don't jump on the opportunities to extend these uncommon passing courtesies. And I get it, because they aren't things that are expected of people. But now that you know about these types of courtesies, consider extending them more yourself. I know they might be hard to see at first, but if you start looking for these passing courtesies, these little invisible ways to help people out, you can easily find them. And for most of these, the effort to impact ratio is enormous. A low effort action on your part can have a huge positive impact on someone else. At the very least, you're putting a lot of good energy and karma out into the universe for yourself. But also, think about this. Maybe someone will notice that you extended them a passing courtesy, just like I noticed how the guy pressed the crosswalk button for me. And maybe they'll start to do it regularly themselves. Maybe that starts a chain reaction of extending these passing courtesies. And maybe we'll eventually get to the point where these uncommon courtesies become common. Anyway, if you want to know another super easy way to level up your courteousness, you might also enjoy this video. Consider subscribing for more videos like this. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.